Hello guys, gals, and Geometry Dash level showcasers, welcome back to the Thinking Space channel. This video is going to be a little bit different from my usual video, mostly just because I talk about the news, but because I am a part of the Geometry Dash community, I decided I would talk about this. So, fnm04 is a very prominent, pretty well-known level showcaser in the GD community. He showcases levels, and yeah, that's about all you need to know about him. Anyways, it turns out he is a freak. Like, he's genuinely just a weirdo. So recently, some lady named Sabrina on Twitter posted this Google Doc called fnm04 Exposal. And it goes over everything that's happened, like from what happened to her and fnm04, like between them, the stuff that fnm04 did to her and was into. I'm mostly just going to go over the stuff he's into, though. Like, mostly just, like, his sexual shit. Not gonna like go into deep detail about every little bit that happened, but I just wanted to talk about how genuinely disgusting this guy is. It is genuinely kind of terrifying that this guy was such a prominent dude in the GD community. Even if he was only showcasing levels, he was well known and people liked him. Like, he wasn't like crazy or anything where it was like, you know, pedophilia and stuff, whatever the fuck. But it's genuinely terrifying. So anyways, in this psychosexual fantasies portion of the document, it goes over his psychosexual fantasies. So let me just read this for a second. Finn, aka fnm04, has some very interesting sexual interests, telling me during a conversation that he feels like he needs to find partners to engage in extremely disturbing roleplays and sexual acts with. Even if he were dating somebody, his sexual interests range from zoophilia, cub, harming others physically, torture, and a range of other messed up things. After he is done pushing people past their comfort zones into doing these things, he leaves them out of shame or some other thing that I do not understand. I believe that because of these interests and patterns, along with his large platform, that he's a danger to the community. She's absolutely right, because, you know, he is very prominent, and the fact that he does this stuff is very disturbing and disgusting. So scroll down to these images and we can see fnm04's Discord user. This looks like some DMs from their conversation. So this right here, she can't get people to dislike me if she's stuck in a ward, or she gets swatted and very hurt when she gets tackled to the ground because of how fragile her body is, or I leak that stuff to her parents so her parents reject her. They already hate her, so that's just really fucking weird. And then this other image, I don't think she screenshotted anything, little does he know. I know where she lives, and that she's schizophrenic, has brittle bones, is hiding being trans from her parents. I could ruin her life too so easily. So, looks like he is an extorter. He's extorting people, blackmail. Like how this lady, I don't know who he's talking about, is a closeted transgender. And so he's threatening to leak that to her parents in order to get her to reject her. That's just weird. Like, that's just genuinely kind of a disgusting thing to do. I don't know what this guy's problem is, but he's just genuinely a disgusting person. And we move down to the proof section of this. And we can see here his kinks and other allegations on these imager links. So let me just open these up. So this first one is, so this is proof of Finn's kinks. Finn is fnm04, by the way. Okay. First image, on November 10th, 2025. I still did, at points, do feral/zoophilia stuff, cub, rape, etc. And then next, on the same day, mine was mostly aimed at people and beings, whatever, being a furry, hurting them, using them, being in control. Kind of sadist. Or just like actual crushing somebody with my thighs type shit, licking blood off my face, it got nasty. I think that's something I'm still into. So what the fuck? Like, alright, same day, I got into really destroying other people in ERPs. And then Sabrina says, we defo have to avoid escalating too heavy then, because that seems like two matching puzzle pieces in a bad way. And then Finn says, I like clawing them and hurting them a lot, breaking them, choking them till they, yeah. It would be me doing the most extreme shit just for the sake of being extreme and telling myself this is who I am. Sabrina says, yeah, exactly. And then Finn says, weird furry ERPs involving gore and death and rape and worse. I don't know what the fuck could be worse. That's some shit I'm not even gonna try to understand. Finn says, this is a different screenshot. I get you, hashtag. I like when you're plushy, he he he. Wait, what the fuck does that mean? Yeah, you like it until I tell you to do things you're uncomfortable with. And I'm like too into it to stop, which would happen often being a salesman. Sabrina says, well, that's why we have discussions about likes and dislikes and boundaries. Finn says, except with something relatively unemotional like money. And like a safe word. I know, I've definitely been pushy with people before in a sexual context. I like knowing somebody didn't want to do something because they get pushy about it, and feeling terrible afterwards. All I can say is that Yif is hauntingly like way too accurate, and it's preferable to me anyway, because I find anthro cartoon furries hot. Fucking hell, dude, I hate reading this shit, bro. And then this is the last screenshot. If there was no stigma / it was somehow socially accepted, I bet a shit ton of furries would be into it. Human-esque, or like penises with fur on them or something. I wouldn't mind it. But the fact that it's usually like realistic dog penises. Yeah, no, like literally the exact same. Very, very accurate. I know, because Yif satisfies the same urge for me, I guess, but it happens to be socially acceptable, so it's kind of a no-brainer. Man, reading all of that was genuinely terrible, bro. Also, I read really slow, so I'm gonna have to speed some of that up and cut through it, because I had a few moments where I just paused, because that shit was fucking diabolical to read. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna drop the link to this file, this document in the description, and it'll have the links to these Imager things so that you can read them yourself. You can read them yourself, because I genuinely don't want to read through any more of this. This is genuinely disgusting. I can't do this, man. It's also, this video runtime is getting way too long. Anyways, to end this off, fnm04 is not only a terrible human being, blackmailing people and hurting people physically, genuinely doing some messed up shit, but also he's just a fucking freak. Like, he has some fucking weird kinks, bro. Kinks are normal, right? I have a few, I'll admit that, but like, what the fuck? This shit is genuinely heinous, bro. This is disgusting. Some crazy ass, nasty ass shit, bro. Oh my fucking god, dude. Holy shit. Anyways, that's all I have to say. That's all I wanted to talk about. Genuinely, this disgusting shit. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next video, which is going to be like in 2 days. Bye.